So, what was your first success as an artist, and what awards have you received?
My first major success as an artist, I think, was recording my first album, because that was something that I always wanted to do. And so when I was a sophomore in college, in 2008, I finally got to do that. I met the right group of musicians, and they really wanted to record, and so we worked up a bunch of my songs and went into a really nice studio in Mankato, Minnesota, and I got to record my first album, my own music, and it was a lot of fun. Like, the process was a lot of fun, but then actually getting the physical thing in my hand when I was done was just awesome, because that was something that I always wanted to do since I was very young. So that was my first major success, and thus far I don't think I've received any awards as an artist. Just kind of, I'm still pretty new to the scene. I'm still just starting out, so maybe those would come later.
What artists have you worked with?
Just last week, I got to open for a band from Portland called Blitz and Trapper, and they're kind of an indie band, but I really, really have liked their music for a long time, so it's really exciting to be able to play with them. And then another band that I got to play with a couple summers ago. His name is Spider John Kerner, and he's like a really old folk musician. He's maybe in his 70s, and he's still playing. And he's like his nickname is Spider because he's like 6'4", and when he sits in his chair with his guitar, his long skinny legs and arms stick out all over, and so they call him Spider John Kerner. But he's a really good blues guitar player, and so I got to play with him once. And as far as collaborating with another artist, like working on a project or playing a show together, in the Black Hills, I've done some playing with Hank Harris, who's another folk musician out in these parts. He plays a lot of original music, and then some of the older music that I present when I do like history presentations. Now I have a duo partner, so I play every time I play with another guy. His name is Dylan Lewis, and he plays guitar and mandolin, and he does some singing as well. So yeah, those are the main artists I've collaborated with.
If you weren't able to make a living in performing, what would you do?
That's a very good question, because if I couldn't make a living doing performing, I would probably just get a really crummy job that I didn't like, so that I would try harder to perform. But I guess if I absolutely couldn't perform music at all, if I lost an arm or something and I couldn't play a guitar anymore, I might like to go into some sort of science. Like, I'm really interested in chemistry and biology, and when I went to school for the first time, I thought that I was going to double major in environmental sciences and music, but then when I registered with the music department, there wasn't any room for my other major. So maybe I might pursue that path if I couldn't play music anymore.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.